We are going to read a story in City Dreams, Chapter 6, titled Nothing to Eat. I'm going to make the words a little bigger so we can read them easier. The first time, just listen while I read. Joe gets up. His back feels much better, but now he is very hungry. Joe opens Max's refrigerator. There isn't very much food. There is some lettuce, but it's brown. There is some milk, but it smells bad. Joe decides to go out. Joe walks up and down the street. There are many restaurants in this neighborhood. One has Italian food. One has Mexican food. One has Japanese food. One has American food. Joe decides to eat American food. Joe walks into the restaurant. He sits down at a table. A waiter hands him a menu. "Good evening," says the waiter. "Good evening," says Joe. "We have 3 specials tonight," says the waiter. "Great," says Joe. "What are they?" "We have pizza, tacos, and sushi." Now let's read it again, and you read along with me. Joe gets up. His back feels much better, but now he is very hungry. Joe opens Max's refrigerator. There isn't very much food. There is some lettuce, but it's brown. There is some milk, but it smells bad. Joe decides to go out. Joe walks up and down the street. There are many restaurants in this neighborhood. One has Italian food. One has Mexican food. One has Japanese food. One has American food. Joe decides to eat American food. Joe walks into the restaurant. He sits down at a table. A waiter hands him a menu. "Good evening," says the waiter. "Good evening," says Joe. "We have 3 specials tonight," says the waiter. "Great," says Joe. "What are they?" "We have pizza, tacos, and sushi." Now let's answer some questions about the story. We will check yes if it's true about the story, or check no if it's not true about the story. Number 1. Now Joe is very hungry. Now Joe is very hungry. Yes. Number 2. Joe opens Max's refrigerator. Joe opens Max's refrigerator. Yes. Number 3. There is some green lettuce. There is some green lettuce. No, there wasn't green lettuce. There was brown lettuce. Number 4. There is some fresh milk. There is some fresh milk. No. The milk wasn't fresh. It smelled bad. Number 5. Joe decides to go out. Joe decides to go out. Yes. Number 6. There is only one restaurant in this neighborhood. There is only one restaurant in this neighborhood. No. The story said there are many restaurants in this neighborhood. Number 7. Joe decides to eat Italian food. Joe decides to eat Italian food. No. Joe decides to eat American food. Number 8. A waiter hands him a taco. A waiter hands him a taco. No. A waiter doesn't hand him a taco. He hands him a menu. Number 9. The waiter says, "We have 3 specials tonight." The waiter says, "We have 3 specials tonight." Yes. Number 10. They have pizza, tacos, and sushi. They have pizza, tacos, and sushi. Yes. Let's look at some pictures of food from the story. First, let's read the instructions. Write the words under the pictures. Let's read the 3 words in the box. Tacos, sushi, pizza. What is the picture in number 1? Pizza. What is the picture of food in number 2? Tacos. What is the picture of food in number 3? Sushi. Now we're going to read some words and listen for the same sound. Let's read the instructions first. Underline the words with the same vowel sound as the first word. Number 1 is done for you. Remember the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Let's read number 1. Back. Back. We're listening for the A sound that the A makes in the word back. Now let's read the next 3 words. Japanese. Walks. Hands. Again. Japanese. Walks. Hands. The 2 underlined words are Japanese and hands. Can you hear that A sound in Japanese and hands? Number 2. Smells. Smells. We're listening for the E sound that makes the sound E. Smells. Let's read the next 3 words. They. Lettuce. Specials. Again. They. Lettuce. Specials. Which 2 words have the eh sound like smells? lettuce, specials. Can you hear the eh in lettuce and the eh sound in specials? Number 3. The word is eat. Eat. We're listening for the E sound. Now let's read the next 3 words. Street, better, pizza. Again, street, better, pizza. Which 2 sounds do you hear the E sound? Street, pizza. They both have the E. Even though the word pizza is spelled with an I, it is pronounced with an E sound, pizza. Number 4, table, table. We're listening for the A sound in table. The next 3 words are have, waiter, great. Again, have, waiter, great. Which 2 words have the same A sound as table? Waiter, great. Great is spelled with 2 vowels, E-A, and they blend together to make the same A sound, great, as the word table. Number 5, sits, sits. We're listening for the I sound that the I makes. Let's read the next 3 words. Sushi, milk, refrigerator. Which 2 words have the I sound for I? Milk, refrigerator. I in milk and I in refrigerator. Very good. Now we read some sentences that you will decide if they are true for you or not true for you. Number 1, I sometimes eat Italian food. Number 2, I sometimes eat Mexican food. Number 3, I sometimes eat Japanese food. Number 4, I sometimes eat American food. These are my answers. Yes, I sometimes eat Italian food. Yes, I sometimes eat Mexican food. Yes, I sometimes eat Japanese food. Yes, I sometimes eat American food. Now you decide what is true for you. That finishes Chapter 6 in City Dreams.